PS5 collection video today. Gum chewing PS5 collection video. As you can see, I decided to film this in the dining area. I thought I could get a better thumbnail with having the game set up. I'm kind of gonna move them out of the way a little bit. Actually, I should probably just move that over there so I can get in there a little better. But I want to say I have 37 games, I believe. Two you would have seen in yesterday's video. I'm filming this the day that video went up, but let's jump right in. I'm just going to start with this. Soul Reaver 1 and 2 Remastered. Haven't opened it still. But this has physical games of each of the Soul Reaver and Soul Reaver 2. Steelbook art book and soundtrack resets. The first Soul Reaver was a PlayStation and Dreamcast game. Second one was exclusive to PS2. They are in the Legacy of Kain series. You play as Raziel in this one. You're going after Kain, who's the star of Blood Omen 2, and then you use both of them in Legacy of Kain Defiance, but yeah. Cool kind of puzzle platformers and stuff. Decent combat. I have not played these remastered ones, obviously. This is not open yet. Now let's start from alphabetical order. I think I set this up right. A Plague Tale Requiem. I enjoy this game as a sequel to Plague Tale Innocence. There is a new one coming out where he plays this woman. I forget her name. She's new in this game. But you're back as Hugo and Amicia. You do use Hugo in a little bit in this one. He's brother and sister. Hugo's got like the thing. He controls rats, so you're controlling rats as him. In this one, Amicia. It's a lot of stealth. A bit trial and error. But you're hiding in brush, tall brush, going behind stuff, distracting people. You get your slingshot as Amicia. And then you can get like different types of things for it. You know, rocks or whatever. Ammunition. Where you can put out people's torches, which is really nasty because their torch goes out, it gets dark. The rats swallow them. Everything's kind of going well, and then it goes bad again. The rats have kind of made their way to where you are. And I'm not going to give away the story on that front. It's a bit of a depressing game, I will say that. But you meet her. I forget her name, and I forget his name too. But the combat's kind of fun. There are a few sections where you're forced into combat. It's a little bit annoying, but most of it's kind of stealthy distractions. You don't have to take out people constantly, but... And there's a little bit of kind of puzzle-ish type stuff in there as well. And like I said, you'll use Hugo and control the rats in a few points, but you're mostly using Amicia. Gorgeous game. It looks phenomenal. Gameplay is fun. There's a little open area in this part where you can kind of do a couple of little, not side quests really, but little other tasks. Nothing crazy, but I really enjoy those games. I like the first one as well. Alan Wake 2, what is this? This just has Alan, Deluxe Edition, sorry. This has Alan Wake Remastered included, which I have not played on here. I played that on the 360 back in the day. Haven't completed this yet. I was enjoying it, just put it down, which I do with a lot of stuff. But it blazes trails in video game storytelling, according to GameSpot. I wouldn't necessarily go that far, but the story's cool. You're using, I forget her name, does it say it on here? Saga Anderson, FBI agent. You're going back with the guy who voiced Max Payne. I think he's since passed. He's your partner. You go back to whatever town it is. But you're going to the same place Alan Wake disappeared in. You will also play as Alan Wake here as well. He's in that like dark, whatever the hell they call the place that he's in. And Saga has her mind something where it's almost like a big room And it has all the evidence and stuff on there, and you figure things out. It's kind of cool. From what I played, if it was cool, I just put it down. Once again, Blaze's trails a new video. I don't know if that would be the case. It's not as good a story as Silent Hill 2. And no one was saying Silent Hill 2 blazed any trails back in 2001. When they probably should have said that, because at that point, you didn't get shit like that then. You still kind of don't now. Alone in the Dark. You're going to see a lot of survival horror stuff in this. Or just horror in general. This is like a remake slash reimagining, I guess, of the original. You play as two people. You can play as two people here. I played as well, I'm not completed. I played as Emily Hartwood. You can play as Edward Cornby as well. Jodie Comer is Emily. David Harbour plays Edward. It's pretty fun though. It has a very old school survival horror feel to it, even though it's kind of new. It has a newer feel, I should say, while still feeling old. I enjoyed what I played of it. I got to feel like I was at the end of her storyline, and then I guess I could redo it as his and see what's different. But I had some fun with it. Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's where you get the good tapping. I enjoyed this one. This comes with some other crap. What does it come with? This has some DLC on there, but it also comes with something else. Does it tell you? Yes. 3 lithographs and Baghdad map. That would be in here. I always like when you get some extra crap. There's one of them. Solid sound. The other two are also in here. And I guess it has the artist on the back there. Is it the same person? Or no? No. 3 people, different people. Like I said, I like getting extra stuff with games. It's fun. No, I can't get this third one. Here we go. And a map of Baghdad, map sounds. I don't know if I've ever opened this. Oh, I ripped it. Never open it again. A very slight rip. It got caught up there. There's a map. That's the game map, obviously, of Baghdad. Where was it? Oh, it's very small. It's a very small rip. I definitely never opened this then. Because I was like stuck together. But whatever. It'll never be opened again. If I ever happen to sell this, which I most likely won't, I will have to mention that. There's a rip. But anyway, Assassin's Creed Mirage, I liked it. To me, it was a throwback to kind of the early Assassin's Creed, especially the first one. But yeah, no, 2 and 3 as well. And Revelations stuff. I enjoyed it. I forget the guy's name he plays as. It's stealthy. Like I said, the Animus stuff has been like thrown out of the window. You're still getting stuff, but it doesn't. You're pretty much just playing as your guy. There's no like stuff there was in the earlier games. Traversal was still fun. Combat was still fun. You're stealthing around. You're going into crowds and stuff, taking people out. It's usual Assassin's Creed fare, but it felt like the older ones, which I liked. This one was gifted to me as well as one other one by the same person, I believe. So thank you again. But this is Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration, expanded edition. This has a ton of Atari stuff in it. From the 2600 to the Atari Lynx, which was their handheld, the Jaguar, which might have been their last system they made back then at least. Like main system. I was playing Food Fight Arcade on here. I was playing some Pitfall, I believe. River Raid, maybe. Turbo Sub, I think it was called on the Lynx. I definitely put some time into this playing the older stuff, but I have not played it in a bit. But it's cool having this stuff. A ton of games on one disc. A game later on, you'll see. Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion. So this is like a remaster, just an up-res version. This was originally a PSP game, I believe, where you play as Zack. There. Sorry, that's Zack. Clouds in the middle. Sephiroth. I have not opened this yet. This does have the Peggy 16 PAL logo. I always love the violence and has a fist. I love it. I haven't played this one yet. Why did I put that there? Oh, because it's in the... I have alphabetical order. Realistically, since Crisis Core is first, I should put it with the Final Fantasy stuff. Dead Space Remake. I did a review on this. I might have did a gameplay. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I liked it, but a little underwhelming to me. I feel like they didn't do enough new stuff for this. But it still is Dead Space. And Dead Space is classic. Great gameplay. Cool environment. Isaac, I think they have him talking in the remake, I believe. He did not talk in the original. He did start talking in 2, I believe, in 3. But in the original one, he didn't. But it's still cool. The gameplay's still fun. The Necromorphs taking him apart limb by limb and stuff. It's great gameplay and stuff. I just feel like they didn't add enough to this game. But it's still solid. Deathloop. I did a gameplay of this. I played a little bit of it. It had a cool art style and stuff. And it's like you're just in a loop. You gotta keep like... when you die, you like come back and do it. I played it a little bit. I can't remember it. I don't know if I'll get back into it. I wasn't doing it for me. But with a lot of games, I put them down. I don't go back to them. Deathloop. Here's more. Deathmark. I gotta finish this one up. This is the third in the Spirit Hunter series. Volume 3. The first Deathmark's the first one, then NG is the second. You're playing as the same guy. You did. You're playing as the same guy you did in the first Deathmark, and the other characters that were in the first Deathmark are like kind of like assist type characters. And you're undercover as a teacher, professor in a school where these urban legends have come to life, and you got to deal with how you're gonna take them out. There's more gameplay in this one than the other 2 games, which is cool. The Slipmouth Woman is one of the urban legends, and you have to take them out specifically by saying the right things to them, having the right items. And then there's like on top of that villain that is eating the souls of these urban legends, these other bad characters that are like free, but they don't get fully free because now this other thing needs them. It's pretty cool. I gotta finish it up though. Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly remake. This is another one I put down that I was enjoying actually too. But I do a lot of games. I did a gameplay on this. If you want to check it out, did not view well. But it's a classic survival horror. I love the Fatal Frames. They creep me out like Silent Hill does. You know, the camera obscura is your weapon. You're getting, so you're taking pictures of the ghosts. You line them up to get the Fatal Frame. Little things go up. You hit at the right time. There's kind of like almost counters where you're hitting them back quick. Stringing together them. You get better film. It's better ammo. Your film is ammo, and you get better film. But it might load slower, and you can upgrade your camera over time and stuff. It's a cool game. Final Fantasy 16, another one I have to complete. I put a lot of time into this, though. You're playing as Clive. And, I love this game. It's very Game of Thrones-ish, even though I've not only watched a few episodes. But people are like, turning on each other constantly, underhanded stuff. Betrayal. But they call them icons in this one. They've been called Aeons and Espers across Final Fantasy. They're always the same. Bahamut, Ifrit, Shiva, Titan. I forget their names, but Clive can turn into one, and you have battles as these things, as the icons. So you're huge as Ifrit, and you're punching, throwing shit. It's really cool. The combat is cool in general. Pretty cool game world. Looks really nice. Great soundtrack. I gotta finish it up. I got past the point where did he play Bahamut, the guy? I took him out. And then your mother's there. There's another overarching enemy as well. It's controlling things. Your mother's fucked up in the beginning. Your brother gets killed. Spoilers, but he's not dead. You kill him, actually. When you're both in your form. He's the bird. I forget the bird's fucking name. I think that's your brother there. The younger version of him. I think. I could be wrong. Maybe he doesn't. And they're like used as like kind of beasts to fight for different lands. They kind of almost like trap them and imprison these people that turn into the icons or can wield the power. But it's really cool and the combat's fun. Everything else is cool, man. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. This is the second part of the Final Fantasy. You get these stickers for your controller, which I never used. Second part of the Final Fantasy remake. Awesome. It's opened up now. You're not in Midgar. You're exploring different areas. There's side stuff to do. The Queen's Blood game, is that what it's called? Apparently that was new to this, because I asked my friend who loved the original. He's like, no, it wasn't. And I love that quest line. And the game is just fun. It's like a board game type thing. It's super fun. Cool side quest. Characters are all cool. You get a Yuffie in this one. Kate Sith. Vincent Valentine pops up in this. He's Dirge of Cerberus too, the PS2 game. You got, Sid's airship, and then it gets destroyed. It's like a boat. It's all types of shit going on. It's a really cool game. Combat's still fun. It's not like the turn-based shit that it originally was, but it's still fun combat. It's a really fucking cool game. I'm already taking too long, so I'm gonna speed it up. Forespoken, played some of this. You play as, what's her name here? Frey Holland. So you start off in New York City, and then this thing comes around your wrist, and you're transported to this world. I put maybe like 6, 7, 8 hours into this. It was cool. The combat's cool and stuff, but the game world was like dead. There wasn't a lot going on. I went away from it. I need to throw this one back on, though. A lot of cursing in this game. She curses a lot. But the combat was cool. This thing, like, I don't know if it's like a spirit or what it is. There's another game I believe I have here that involves, or maybe it's from another console. There's something on your wrist that you use to attack. Oh, maybe, actually, I know what it is. Or it's similar. It's coming up next. And it's Ghostwire Tokyo. This fucking game's awesome. I think this game's underrated. He plays this dude. I can't even remember if he has a name. But in the beginning, like, all of a sudden, this kind of fog comes and everybody starts disappearing. But this guy, who's a spirit now, he was human, he attaches himself to you. So you don't get taken away. And, you now have the power here from that spirit that came into you. So you're wielding wind magic, fire and water, I believe. And those could be upgraded. You're in Tokyo. But now you have a lot of urban legend stuff here. There's like, almost like this just parade of like these spirits and demons going past occasionally. You want to not avoid it and stuff. Looks really nice. Torii gates are in here. They're like kind of corrupted. Once you free them, it's like Assassin's Creed when you go up on a thing in view. All of a sudden, more of the world opens. More side things open. There are yokai in this. The cat yokai are like the shop dealers. You bring in them stuff. There's little side quests with yokai as well. Enemies are kind of all urban legend type stuff. And they all look nice. The combat's fun. You're hitting them with different things. Boom, boom, boom. You get a bow and arrow at some point. Then you're pulling out their cores, which is like currency to upgrade stuff. But it looks nice. The boss battles are solid. The same people that made the Evil Within games. There's something else they made too. Hi-Fi Rush, maybe. They have now since been closed. They were under Bethesda, and then Microsoft bought Bethesda, and Bethesda closed this. And now Microsoft's apparently closing a bunch of studios that they bought at random points. I think Ninja Theory might be getting closed. The one behind Double Fine, Psychonauts, I believe, and other stuff. But anyway, really underrated game, in my opinion. Really cool. Fun game world to go around and stuff. Hogwarts Legacy, this also has the Peggy logo. In-game purchases, and someone's holding their credit card. I did 2 gameplays of this. I enjoyed the hell out of this. I need to do another gameplay because those made really well. Really cool game. This takes place in the 1800s, I believe, so there's no Potter or anybody. But your kid, like, it can get in touch with the ancient magic. go to the school, and the school is incredible, and you can go to like Hogsmeade and some other place. It's not a huge game world. Once you get your broomstick, though, you can go around the world and fast travel and stuff. Hogsmeade you cannot fly into. There's like an invisible barrier, but you have to like drop down and then go in. The combat's really fun when you're throwing together your magic spells. Incendio, Expelliarmus, Flipendo. You can learn the dark arts, so you can learn Adaver Cadaver, Crucio, and the third, I forget what the third one is. You can start hitting people with that shit too, because there's a cool like side quest involving one of your buddies who's in Slytherin. But you can choose what you want to go to. You can kind of choose the one you want to. It's not, I did Ravenclaw, but the Hogwarts is so well realized. There's so much shit to do, and it has the Zelda type thing where you access the new spell. Now you can do more stuff in the castle and throughout the world. Bunch of side stuff to do. I really liked it. There is no Quidditch. There's like a reason for it. Somebody got hurt or died and they had to cancel it. I assume they'll put that in the next one. A lot of cool quests in here too. Like I said, you're making potions. You have the room of requirement in there, where there's you can capture. You're freeing them from poachers, but there's other points where you can catch these magical creatures and then put them in your giant kind of zoo, and then breed them. There's you can accessorize or whatever to decorate your room of requirement stuff. There's a ton to do. It's a really cool fucking game. If you're into that world, you're gonna love it. But it's still a cool game. The game world is not huge, but it's pretty big. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I really enjoyed it. It's in first person, but it works. You're Indy, obviously. Troy Baker voices him. He's pretty on point. Sound like Harrison Ford. You go to different areas, and then you can go back and do other stuff. Another game where you get a couple of new things, and then you can go back to other stuff you couldn't access. Combat's fun. Whoops. You are fighting the Nazis again in this one. But all the areas are cool. You're in Egypt in one. What was the last one? It's in Southeast Asia, I believe. I cannot remember exactly the place. God damn it. You're in the Vatican for a bit. There's mini games in there. There's a fighting one where you get into fights in each area. You're finding all types of different shit as well. There's a ton to do. Like I said, I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. I'm already 23 minutes. Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth. This is the sequel to Like a Dragon. You are back as Ichiban. Yes, Kosuga. Kazuma Kiryu is also a playable character in this one. He is the known guy from the Yakuza games. But you end up, like, somebody screws you and, like, ruins your life pretty much. Because you're still in Japan. Your life gets ruined. Everybody thinks you're a piece of shit. So you have to go to Hawaii now to track him down. Right, it is Hawaii. And it's still got the same combat from what I played. If it's still goofy as hell, but it was fun. This is another one I put down. I need to get back into. Life is Strange Double Exposure. I did a gameplay on this. It also did not feel well. You're back as Max Caulfield. I'm not sure if she's how old. I think she's like 21, 22. So maybe she's out of college. I don't know. I played it for a little bit. I was enjoying it from that gameplay, but I put it down. But it looked nice. I like these kind of games. They're nostalgic in a weird way, even though they did not come out back in the day. I always like the environments they're in, though, and stuff that these Life is Strange games are in. Marvel Midnight Suns. This is a turn-based strategy game where you're recruiting Marvel characters. And it's pretty cool from what I played of it. I played a decent amount of it. And then I just stopped with everything else. I need to pick up some time here. NBA 2K23. That's $5 at GameStop. Was that last year? I've done Era's gameplay on this. That's the only thing I got it for, and it was really cool. Because you can go back to the Bird Magic era through Jordan era, LeBron era, and stuff like that. And it has a lot of the old players, and you're drafting players and stuff from each year. So all of a sudden, Jordan's on the Rockets. you know, Mark Price is on the Jazz, Stockton and Malone are on the Knicks, Ewing's on the Pacers. You know, you can change it up however you want. Sign free agents. It's a huge. It's the only reason I played for it. I played very little of the actual gameplay. And this is what I got the other day, 2K25. I have a poll up on my channel of 4 teams to pick that I will play through. I will do more Eras gameplay of this probably Friday or Saturday. I did play some of it just to see. I think they added Steph Curry era to this one. That's the only new thing from this. And it looks a little different in terms of like HUD, you know, little graphics and stuff on the gameplay for the Eras mode. But it's $10 on Amazon. And then I had $10 cards, so 69 cents. But I will be doing a gameplay. Right now the Blazers in the lead for team. I can play as for you guys. If you want to vote on that. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, haven't opened it yet. Still, I got it for like $15 on Amazon. But it was, it's 2D, it looks cool. I think the new one is 2D as well. Ratchet and Clank, A Rift Apart. Gorgeous fucking game. It's Ratchet and Clank. It looks amazing. The combat's fun. You're getting the crazy guns. You play as Ratchet here in Rivet. Ratchet is trying to find other Lombaxes, and Clank gets him the Transdimensionator, I think it's called. Does it say it on the back here? No. But now you can go through things, but Nefarious gets a hold of his ass name. And now you're breaking through and you get separated from Clank. Clank is hanging out with Rivet. And now Ratchet has a Clank equivalent. I forget its name. But you're going to different planets. The thing is, too, with the Transdimensionator thing, it like breaks rifts in things. So, like, that's part of the thing. You're using this thing, you're pulling, you kind of shoot through to another part. It's kind of good for combat and stuff. But it looks gorgeous. It's like a fucking movie. And the gameplay is super fun, as always. The Ratchet and Clanks just have great gameplay in them. And some of the stuff's funny as well. The voice is all great and stuff. Oh, this was the second game that was gifted to me, Resident Evil 2 Remake. I originally played this on the Xbox One, but I had it on my wish list. Like a year ago, 2 years ago now. Somebody was asking about my wish list. I haven't set to private right now. Maybe I'll open it up again at some point. Randomly, if anybody ever wants to check that out. Awesome fucking remake. You play as Leon and Claire. And there's enough different stuff as you play as either of them, which is cool. Really, a lot of replayability. That's why I wanted it again, because I wanted to replay through it. Just looks great. It's creepy, which the original was not to me. It's a remake to me that's done right. But so is 4. 3, not so much, but I enjoyed 3. But they tried to make 3 like an action movie. There's Resident Evil Requiem. I did a gameplay of this. And I did a review. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I put 11.5 hours. I would have liked some more time with it, but whatever. You play as Grace and Leon here. Grace is like the survival horror stuff, which I enjoyed more. Leon is the action horror, and they tell you the way you want to play it is Grace in first person, Leon in third. You can play it however you want, though. And that's how I did play it, though. Grace is an FBI agent, I believe, right? And she's tasked with starting off. She's got to go to this rundown hotel that burned. This will be spoilers here. Her mom died there. She's reluctant to go. The voice actress for her is incredible. Okay, she's very like she's stuttering a lot, where she's like nervous about stuff. So she's like, you. She does it a little too much, maybe over the game, but it's so well done because it's actually a character in a game world where you're like, I'm trying to whisper here now, where she's like, oh my god, all this crazy stuff's happening. Really well done. Leon, of course, has now been exposed to this for 20 plus years. He's grizzled, he doesn't care. But he still gets serious at points too. But his is action-oriented. Hers is survival horror. Find this to put in that. You gotta find this, get this, collect that. Really cool. There's the blood collector in this is just new that she uses. And you're collecting blood through it, because there's like buckets of blood and the enemies have blood. And then you're getting upgrades and crafting stuff through that. Phenomenal game though still. You go back to Raccoon City, as you can say, it's destroyed. Which is cool. There's a part with Leon, to me, that drags on a little bit. I talk about this in review, but it's still well done and plays fine. It's just dragged on a little bit. I was like, I want to get back to the horror. But it's a cool game. It's really good. gave it a 9, I believe. Oh no. I screwed it up here. Rise of the Ronin is the other game I picked up. I have not played it yet. I just got it the other day. I opened it because the disc was rattling around. It looked cool. It looked very kind of Assassin's Creed-y. Apparently it didn't get terrible reviews, but kind of mid reviews to good. But then I went online and people were like, don't listen to that shit. It's really cool. The combat's fun. So I need to get to playing that. Oh, I'm just going to go backwards here. White Day 2, The Flower That Tells Lies, Complete Edition. I played some of this. Gotta go back to it. I have the first one on the Switch. It was pretty creepy what I was playing, though. You end up in the school because somebody forgot something, and then shit goes from there. Unicorn Overlord, have not played this one yet. I got this for Christmas, I believe. This disc was rattling around in here, so I opened it. But it looks really cool. It's like turn-based strategy with other elements thrown in. This is one I actually need to throw in and play at some point. And it's only 6 gigs. That's nice. It's made by Atlas, so it's most likely going to be good. Looks like it has the art style like an Odin sphere and shit. If anyone's played, let me know what it is. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection. So this has a Thief's End, and then the DLC for that, which is its own thing, Lost Legacy, where you play as Nadine and Chloe. I played some of that. It looks great. It was fun. I played Thief's End on the PS4. I got this for Lost Legacy because this was like $10 or $15 new. But you're Nate in this one. You're a little older now. Your brother pops up again. It does cool. I'm talking about Uncharted 4 now. It does really cool with the story, like he's retired, but then he doesn't. And I can't remember her fucking name. His wife now. She's been in all of them. He meets her first. Sully's back as well. I can't believe I can't remember her name. But she's pissed at him. But they don't explore that enough. Where she's really pissed and then it kind of goes away. But you're going to different places. Classic Uncharted shit. Bullet sponge enemies. It's not Emily. I think that's the woman who voices her. Is named Emily. But, you know, we all know Drake is a mass murderer. He's killed thousands of people over the course of his games. He's evil. And listen, this isn't people shooting at him. He's going up behind people, stealthing them to death, stabbing their necks. He doesn't have to do that, but he does. Because he's a sick fuck. But it's a fantastic game, Uncharted 4. All the Uncharted's are great. I can't remember her name. Oh, it's going to bother me. Someone will tell me. Siberia, the World Before. You play as Kate Walker again in this, but you also play as Donna Rose. So you're going back and forth. This has an art book from all the other games. 20 years. I played the first one full. Second one I did not. I played the first one, the original Xbox. Third one I played the completion after playing this one because I had it on the Xbox One, but I hadn't played it. This is her from the... I want to say that's her from the third one. It's like point and click game. It's cool if you're into it. There's puzzles to solve. So you're going back and forth. So you go back to the 40s as Donna Rose. So this is like real world, but not all real world. It's like it follows real world events, but like people are different and groups are called differently. But you're doing stuff as Donna, and then like you're in the same location as Kate Walker, and you get like it's like a puzzle on that too. You're like, oh wait, she left a clue in the floorboards back then. It's a cool game. I like these games. It looked nice. The automaton is back. Whatever his name is, I can't remember his name. But he's now like in an armadillo. I enjoy it. You know, you'll get stuck from time to time. Trying to figure out a puzzle or something. Clues. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I did not like this one as much as Fallen Order because there wasn't as many planets to explore. The one planet where you find Greasy again, where he's got the bar and you're like getting fish for the bar and stuff and finding people to go hang out at the bar is really cool. Because of side stuff in there. And then that other planet with the other woman you hang out with that's like a witch that has better powers than fucking you do. You do some combination stuff with her points. Her planet's alright, but it's not as explorable as that other one. But I've talked about this a million times. You fight Vader as Sayre. Because they have like they're in the planet with the witch woman. They're doing like, they're collecting for the archives, and eventually Vader gets there and you fight Vader as her and you kind of hold your own against him and also almost kill him, but you just miss. It's bullshit. All you should be doing in this fight is getting the shit kicked out of you and just holding on. But like I said, I feel like they've made Vader into kind of a clown. In my opinion, I feel like a stormtrooper could take him out at this point. No. He should be, like in the end of the first one, Fallen Order, he fucked shit up when you meet him. That's how it should have been in this one. But the combat's still fun. You're getting new powers and shit. You're going across, doing stuff. Unlocking new things when you can do this new stuff. You're still Cal Kestis. There was another guy here that's been awoken from like cryo freeze that was alive during the High Republic era, which is not explored enough because he was a pretty cool enemy, but he's not even the main bad guy in this. Because you have a group in the beginning of this who's not your original group, because they're off doing other shit, and you meet them all again. But you have a new crew. Spoilers, they all get killed in the beginning except one guy. I was like, oh man, these are kind of cool characters. Because you're back on, you're going to go to Coruscant, but it's small. But this guy he's a Jedi during the High Republic, but he wanted to find a place where no one could bother him. A planet. And then he kind of turns a little bit. And put him in cryo freeze. He does find the planet, you end up there, it's a disappointment because you're barely there. But his bad guy was cool. He's played by the guy. He was in a couple of the American Horror Stories. I can't remember his name. It's just not. He's not fleshed out enough. He was a cool bad guy, but they're kind of just whatever he comes in. It's just still a cool game. Not as cool as Fallen Order. Star Wars Outlaws. I played I did gameplay of this. I played some of it. I was enjoying it. I forget her name, but I play as her. And you get this little dude. I have not met this guy, this robot. But it was cool, open, you're doing side stuff. At the beginning, you gotta escape. You're like a criminal kind of thief. You get set up in the beginning, then you get away. And now you're doing stuff for, I was doing stuff for different gangs. There was like a Huts gang, I think another one. And then you kind of play them off each other and you're gaining favor in each one by what you do. It seemed alright, I just put it down. Silent Hill F. Did a gameplay of this, a review on this. This also has a poster in it. I loved it. I reviewed it. There she is. Hanako, I think her name is. I could be wrong. It's been a bit. I played this last... Oh, well, no. It was... When did I play this? I guess it was... I feel like I didn't put that away properly. That was like September or October I was playing it, 25. I liked it. It was not as creepy as some other Silent Hills, but it looked great. It was gorgeous. You have the Dark World as well, or the Dark Shrine. She goes through a lot of shit. The story's cool. I'm not going to reveal spoilers, although the ending is the ending everybody gets the first time, which kind of was annoying. It's like, oh, how did I get that? They're forcing you to play through a second time, which I will eventually do. And things change, I think, as you go, which is kind of cool. But the story was cool. The characters were pretty cool. The Dark World was cool. That's where you get the combat. Like, you get roughed up in this world, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, you lose your arm, part of your face. But you get like a wolf arm. The combat in there, I thought was cool. Now, when you're in combat, in a tight quarters, it's annoying as fuck. You're going to bounce off walls and shit, it's annoying. When you're in an open space in combat, it's much more fun. But you upgrade stuff, I think, as well there. It's pretty creepy at points. Some of the puzzles are alright, some are annoying. But I really liked it. I thought it was cool. I forget what I gave it. Maybe an 8. Maybe an 8.5. I did review it. I liked it, though. Silent Hill 2 Remake, fucking loved it. It was awesome. I was nervous in the Dark World part or the Other World part. of the hospital because there was a ton of enemies. I was like, oh, do not go down this path. And they didn't. To me, at least, they didn't. Really well done. Looks great. They added gameplay to it. So you're not picking up stuff where you don't get the little radio where the enemies are like, they get close. You don't pick it up where you normally do, but you get to that point and it's like a collectible. It's like, it makes a noise and goes in overhead view. It's like a collectible. There's some puzzles you do not do from the original Silent Hill 2, but you will see them and it's like a collectible. Puzzles are still there though, it's cool. It's still creepy. Pyramid Head, James, fantastic story. Angela, story is depressing as fuck. Everybody's seeing their own thing. The voice acting in this game is fantastic because it's natural. James meets up with Angela in the graveyard, and it's like awkward. It's awkward conversation. It's well done. It's not like the Uncharted, where everybody says the perfect thing, or any other game, where everybody's saying the perfect thing and has a quip for everything. The voice acting's great in those games, but this is natural. Still creepy as fucking hell. It's still Silent Hill. The original still is going to be the best, just because the impact it had at the time, I feel. But they did a great job with this. I've talked enough about it. Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. This is a remake of the Super Nintendo game that did not come out here. I picked it up because it was cheap and eventually I want to play it. But I have not opened it. And the last game I have here is Robocop Rogue City. I don't know if I did gameplay on this. Fantastic game, though. I think it takes place between, 2 and 3, maybe. But it's cool. There's side stuff you can do in the city. You can issue tickets. There's a part where you're in the precinct dealing with people come up to you with their problems and shit. The combat's fun. You're getting different weapons. You're finding stuff. You can upgrade. The upgrade system's actually kind of cool. I can't remember it fully. But you have to pull away from certain things on your gun will get downgraded, but other things will get upgraded. You get these node things you put in there. There's a shooting range you can go to. It's got that dark humor and satirical nature of the movie as well in it, which is cool. Because Robocop's a fucking satire. Awesome fucking movie. The second one's good too. But you're fighting the Ed 209 and the other thing from the second one. And just regular enemies and shit too. Really cool game though. They have another part too that I need to get, a DLC where you play as I can't remember his fucking name. And they actually have Peter. Is it Peter Weller? What the hell is his name? What is it, Peter Weller? I don't know if I'm saying his name wrong. He's the guy who voiced and played Robocop. He's back in it. And the woman too, I think, is back. Because there's characters from the movies in it. If they're not doing the voice, the likeness is there. But you play as him, Murphy. What's his name? You play as him before he gets ripped apart by those dudes and turned into Robocop. He gets shot into pieces, literally. Alex Murphy, is that his name? The character's name? But his partner's in it as well. I forget her name. Is it Peter Weller? I gotta look it up now. And the song is there too. But yeah, fantastic game. Actually kind of underrated. It is Peter Weller. Alright, cool. But yeah, this is just my PS5 collection. I'm showing PS5 collection here today. And thanks everybody.